Wrapping up race one of the Hy-Vee Milwaukee Mile 250s here on Saturday evening. Pato O'Ward will join us, today's champion. He'll join us momentarily after the celebration wraps up in Victory Circle. Joined now, though, by Will Power, who led 9 laps tonight, driver the number 12 Verizon Team Penske Chevrolet with his 4th runner-up finish of 2024, 7th podium of the year, 105th of his career, still tied for 4th all-time. And also joining us, well, it's been a long time coming, Conor. Conor Daly from 25th to 3rd, driving the number 78 Juncos Hollinger Racing Chevrolet. First podium of the season, 2nd of his career, first since Belle Isle in 2016. Timing and scoring had you at 53 on-track passes tonight. Incredible job. You were busy. Will, let's start with you. That lead between you and Palou shrinks a little bit. Tell us about your night.
Yeah, just shrinks a little more. I needed another 10 points would have been great, but I almost had him, but it's just too good. And to my, I shouldn't say pleasant surprise, but well-deserved. Conor driving all the way. It shows it doesn't matter where you qualify. Even my spotter said during that run, it's like, Conor's got about half the field already in the first couple of laps around the outside, so the outside works. But yeah, for Ricardo and that team and Conor, man, couldn't be happier. Like,
thanks, brother.
Super excited to see that. But yeah, we're closing that gap. Palou is a serious contender, man. Nothing can rattle that guy. So it's very, very tough to go head to head with him.
And smooth segue, Conor. Welcome back to the podium in the INDYCAR series.
Thank you. Yeah, it's really cool, especially when you get to share it with. The last podium I was on had Juan Pablo Montoya and Sebastian Bourdais, so I've changed up my my era, I guess, of IndyCar drivers.
Really?
I mean, but Pato's like a child, so it was different. Yeah. But yeah, kind of crazy. I mean, I honestly didn't know how good we were. I mean, the first lap, I decided to just go where there was open space. Turns out that worked. And then, yeah, we just kept going, and it was just kind of slowly working our way forward. And our pit box might be the worst thing in the world. So I am just thankful that, like, we didn't hit anyone and the guys got the work done and we got out of the pits. Okay. But we definitely it's going to be a struggle tomorrow too for us. But obviously, you know, we want to win and we want to compete at the front. And this team gave me an opportunity to do that. So we thought we could do it at Gateway, and then that opportunity quickly came to a grinding halt. But yeah, it's just, I'm really thankful to be here and just be back up where I dreamed of being my whole life, really.
The official passing stat just came out, 51 on-track passes for you, obviously most of the night, so incredible job. All right, we'll open up for questions. Let's begin with Jenna Fryer here in the second row. Thanks, Marissa.
Hi, I have questions for both of you. Well, I don't know if it was intentional or not, boxed Palou in a couple times on the pit stop, and he was actually monetarily fined for running over equipment. Was that gamesmanship or by design?
No, not at all. Like, I tried my best to be square for my guy. Like, the best thing I can do is hit my marks, and that will give me the quickest stop. But it's very difficult with such short boxes to get around and square. I actually locked up one time, went long, going around Palou. Yeah, but none of that. No, I'm not into that.
Okay.
Sort of thing. That's just straight up shitty to do that sort of thing. But yeah, it's tight boxes, simply. Yeah.
Okay.
It's hard to get in and out of someone in front of you.
Okay.
It's kind of lucky Santino left before I did on that yellow where we all stopped. So yeah, just tough.
Oh, and on Santino, did he help you there or did you earn that?
No, he was going for a podium, which is fair enough. You know, those guys are still digging to get in the top 10. So yeah, I did a move and kind of just.
Yeah, there was no help. I watched it all. That was tough.
And then he followed.
Yeah.
And then he followed.
I didn't want to force him up.
Thank you, by the way.
It's like, oh, is that how you got?
Yeah.
Sorry. Did I push him up? Because I felt bad.
It's
like
motorsport.
I was just like, oh. Yeah, but
Motorsport's hard.
Santino, I'm good friends with him, and he's helped me out. He helped me out of Portland, and so I didn't expect him just to move over. He deserved to be there, and he's going to fight for it.
And Conor, I'm assuming you're sober enough to answer this after dumping that bottle of champagne on your face.
Good. Yeah.
Do you have a shot at this ride, at keeping this ride for next year?
I mean, I'd love to think so. I mean, in the end, the finances are very difficult to make happen in this world. But I feel like I have a lot that I still want to do in this world that the last couple of years have been obviously really difficult for me in the situation that I was in. But this group around me has been just so supportive. And like, even after the first 2 races, I'm sure, like I said it on TV, I'm sure everyone was like, well, we thought it was going to be great, but like, I know I can run at the front with these guys, and the car gave me the opportunity to do that. I mean, I can only do what the car will allow me to do. And they gave me that chance. So we made the right moves when we needed to. But yeah, what the future holds, I mean, I have no idea. I mean, thankfully I got next week planned and the weekend after that, but after that, we're kind of just, back to the drawing board. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, it feels like family. I mean, it's, I won Ricardo's first car championship for him and got him his first IndyCar podium. So I feel like that's got to count for something.
We'll go Marshall Pruitt and then Bruce, you're after that.
Connor, stick with you. Talking about family, this team is family in many ways. A lot of folks from your Carlin days where you did great
This guy.
stuff. Pato O'Ward, boys and girls.
You had that on the podium, man.
Yeah.
I tried last time, but they chewed me out because I didn't put my pirate stuff on.
Oh,
Yeah.
Get a fast time.
Davey, you want to
Anyway,
take this?
Sure. Hang tight, Marshall. Obviously joined now, sombrero and all, with Pato O'Ward, who led 133 of the 250 laps, driving the number 5 Arrow McLaren Chevrolet, 3rd win of the season, 7th of his career, 3rd win on an oval, 5th podium of the season, 25th of his career. Pato, after the selfie. Congratulations. Your thoughts on obviously a big night, and you got another race tomorrow too.
Yeah, wonderful race for us. We really, the car really came to life in the second stint. Then it was a little gnarly after that, but a lot of changing conditions. The track was getting quite a bit cooler, and tomorrow it's obviously going to be quite a bit hotter than what it was today, or at least how it ended. So, balances are going to change. Quick cars are gonna evolve, and we'll see where we're at. But yeah, super stoked, and a great bounce back after a really tough weekend for me and the whole team. So really happy that I was able to give them this, and Chevy top 3. That's awesome. Yeah.
America.
We should be in Mexico City, not NASCAR.
Oh,
No. Wait, what? I say we should be in Mexico City, yeah?
Yeah. Pato who?
Come on, no, you got popular ads, man.
Chevrolet top 4 tonight, by the way. Just throw that out there. Go ahead, Marshall.
you guys are great.
That on? Look at it.
Pato, what a difference a week makes. You were as dejected as I've ever seen on pit lane last Sunday at Portland. Tell me about this team. You guys rallied from nowhere last weekend to winning this week.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about, what are we missing, right? And we're not going to get it right all of the time, but specifically this year has been really, really tough just to feel like I have, something to fight with. I feel like I've had it in numerous races along the year, but there's been some where it's just been really, really tough in a lot of different angles, I would say. So it was nice to bounce back like this, after a solid qualifying effort, and then really putting it together in the race. Great pit stops, great strategy, and it all definitely came together for us.
Will chipped away at the championship lead. What did you learn about your car tonight? You can apply to tomorrow to get more points.
Man, it changed so much over a run and then from run to run. So it's very difficult to know what to do. I can't tell you how much I had moved my tools around all night and front wing, and very difficult to know what you need here. I think it just the tire deck is so big that you start with one bit of balance and you finish completely, the complete other side of that. So but I think everyone will be better tomorrow. Just know with strategy, they know how the tires go off, they know how to pass, they know what lanes work. So it'll be a harder race for sure. But it was good. It was cool racing, with Pato at the end there, trying to catch him. Like he was just laying big darkies out every time out of the corner, man. I was like, he's loose. I was a bit loose, but I had a bit of both. But yeah, you feel satisfied as much. We need to win, but very satisfied for when you put everything into a race and it works out.
Connor, speak to the fact that you've done impressive things on ovals and IndyCar with the Carlin team. A lot of those folks are now part of the Juncos Hollinger team. Speak about that aspect of the family you're driving within.
Well, a lot of those guys, I got them a pole and now I got them a podium. So I feel good about that. They're a great group of people. And honestly, like shout out Trevor Carlin too. I mean, he put together a really cool group of people and obviously a lot of them have really enjoyed it. So they've stayed and Ricardo and Brad have taken over and it truly is, I think, a very underrated group. They're so smart and there's a lot of talented folks there. So they deserve this for sure because it's been a very unlucky year for them. Obviously, I felt it the last 2 weeks, but finally we kind of got a race. This is the first race that we've been together where we haven't been spun at least once. So like that's positive. So I think tomorrow can only be better, I hope.
Let's go Bruce Martin and then Chris after that. Bruce.
It's for all three of you, but first time back at the Milwaukee Mile since 2015. How did you view the quality of the race?
It was, yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, there was a lot of passing and back and forth. I thought the crowd was really good too. It sounded awesome once you got out of the car, the cheer of the crowd. So I think it was a very successful return. A lot of fun in the race, you know, and yeah, I don't know what it looked like from the outside, but it felt like he passed 50 cars. He came fast. I don't think anyone's going to get close to that, but
No, it was on the same as you, bro.
he drove
I
to the
don't know.
front, then went to the back
Yeah.
and drove to the front again.
I mean, I just wish they would have swept, excuse me, the last restart. Cause when they did, it was like, it really opened it up. But if they didn't, I mean, you were going up top with just a prayer and you close your eyes. So like, that was really tough.
You actually couldn't see it.
You couldn't see anything. Yeah. I never
couldn't
saw,
see.
a single car in front of me.
Yeah, I just like
Yeah.
a car would disappear.
Yeah.
and he'd come out and there he is.
No idea where I was. Yeah.
Hey,
That was
t-
tough.
And
Real
Pat,
quickly, hang on, Bruce. To speak to that, 667 on-track passes in this race tonight. 326 were for position, which is the most on record here at the Milwaukee Mile. Go ahead,
and
Bruce.
Pato, from your standpoint, the quality of the race, how the track felt, how you thought the fan support was.
Oh, it was fantastic. I mean, you could just hear the cheers of everybody was super happy, you know, on the podium, and everybody was super, you know, was just super into it and brought a lot of energy today. So that was fantastic to see. And my first time here in Milwaukee, so I don't know what to compare to, but this was fantastic. I mean, they've really been amazing, and it was a pretty good race. I mean, we could get through traffic and stuff like that, so that usually means it's eventful pretty much everywhere but leaders, you know, in the back, in the middle. So it was definitely a success and excited for tomorrow.
And do you think that there's a good foundation to build this race back to being a regular on the schedule like it was all those years?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I think we got to really build these events up. It's important to have a full crowd. You know, it looks great on TV, and I'm looking forward to our TV package next year. I think all on network at the same time, at a good time. Like, there's some great things happening for the series, and probably some good events coming in the next year or two. It won't be next year, obviously. The schedule's out, but after that, so got to keep digging. Got to keep catching those F1 and NASCAR people, and sort of see if we can get there, man. You got to have that. That's what NASCAR, they had it written on the wall, apparently, that they're going to one day be there, and they, you know, that we need that painted somewhere. Where would you paint that? We
Tattoo it.
will be near, I don't know, F1, I guess you could aim high. You know, just put it on a wall there for everyone to see in IndyCar somewhere in the
Love your
headquarters.
strategy, Will. That's great. Yeah.
Just get in the psyche and subconscious. Just manifest it, and one day, boom, there's IndyCar
Yeah.
right up there with the
feel
gun,
that.
the big guns.
Krista Hardy.
Like, you
Oh, I'm locked in, dude. I'm manifesting
I'm
right
not
now.
here for the next decade. Like,
Yeah.
you boys will benefit way more than me from
Come
I don't
on,
know,
bro. You're not,
old.
don't show yourself sure. I know. I mean,
a
come on.
decade.
What?
I said if I was here for another decade, it'll be like,
You'll be fine.
yeah, I think I would.
You're performing
It's just
fine.
a
I don't
matter
see why not.
It's just a matter of keeping your job that long. Got a lot of young blokes coming up trying to take my seat, apparently.
Chris.
Connor, you Conor, you mentioned earlier about getting Ricardo his first podium in IndyCar, and he got him his first championship in cars back in Star Mazda in 2010. What does it mean to kind of bring all that full circle back to the very beginning where, you were just starting out in racing, he was starting out as the team owner, and now y'all both accomplished this together like that?
It's pretty cool, man. I think it's really impressive what he's done with that group. And I mean, it's still a fairly fresh team in the last 5-6 years. You know what I mean? When Carlin first came over, and then now obviously under the JHR, banner, I love what they've done. I love the group of people that they've brought together. And it's really hard to go racing in this series. It's hard to show up and be competitive. And obviously they've proven that, that they can do it. So it means a lot. I think Ricardo's a racer at heart. I mean, he just loves racing. He wants to do whatever it takes. I mean, sometimes on the stand, he's on my stand and it sounds like he wants to try to engineer the car sometimes. It's like, my man, there's people that like get paid to do that. So like, maybe let's just chill for a second. So it's, but he just loves it. He wants to figure out how to make these cars go faster. And the team is dedicated to understanding where they need to improve, which I think is so important, because you just to go faster, it is hard. So you have to do a lot of work to get there. So I think they're trying to do that.
And in the last 25 laps, you saw Pato and Will, battling up there. How much was it having to just, keep back and realize you're in third, you got a podium here. Let's not try and risk it too much against trying to go after those two up there?
I mean, most of the time I had no idea where I was on track position wise. So I figured that once I saw those two in front of me, I was in a decent spot, but I definitely didn't lift off. I was trying my hardest, but definitely got a bit free at the end and was just trying to kind of hang on. But we were not slow by any means, which felt nice.
When did you know you were in third?
As soon as all the lap traffic went away, and then my spotter actually after I passed Santino, they were like, "Hey, you're third." I'm like, "Well, that's cool." So that was neat. Yeah.
We'll go Patrick, and Tony, you had one too. Go ahead, Patrick.
Pato, is that headgear available at the McLaren merchandise tent?
Pato shop, bro. Pato shop. Pato shop booming.
Tell me about the sun. I was listening to a lot of scanners, and I can't blank see was every third lap by somebody. Was it that bad?
Yes.
Is it the worst you've seen it? Worst you've driven in?
Yeah, you actually, well, you couldn't see the line, but also if you went, I was like, I know this guy's going high and then his pattern is to go low, so he'll just reappear here. Like really, you couldn't see the car. Like it would disappear. It was very, very difficult at the end.
Gateway was tough, but this was worse.
This was
Like
the
this
worst,
was
yeah.
like
'Cause
this
you
was
actually-
complete blindness.
Yeah.
This like completely just whoosh, gone.
Yeah, car disappears.
And then, oh,
Hope he
it's
doesn't
there.
lift.
Yeah.
Tony.
Cool. Conor, looked like Santino came up post race. Looked like you guys had a post race embrace. I mean, could you believe that happened too?
Well, I mean, I don't think the guy's a bad driver. I mean, I've always said that. We've just had some disagreements for sure, but I think
Again.
huh? No,
Wait,
you
no,
were
who-
good.
he has beef with Grosjean.
Yeah, my teammate. Yeah. They're not. But I mean, I can respect a good, a good racer, and like he obviously raced me clean. And honestly, this year it's been really cool. So like, I've had some problems with him, of course, but like I respect, good racing and a good racer, and he's done a great job this year for sure. And I love like his group of people too behind him. Like Michael Cannon already texts me, and it's very funny what he says because I like Michael Cannon a lot. So yeah.
Yeah.
Like he calls me Randy, and Randy Cool. I don't know why, but he just said Randy in all caps and 45 exclamation points. So that's Mike. Yeah. This is 2016, Jenna. This is a long time ago. This is back when I was trying to be elite, and then I fell off the wagon, and then now we're back. Now I'm Randy. Randy's back. Yeah. Oh, the dog never left Pato.
Not that dog.
It's
You do have a big dog in you.
yeah.
You can run well fast.
We got to have the dog in it for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, you do. Like top group, they're all got dog in them, man. What's that? Oh, is that what that?
No,
means?
Will is a dog. Like, look at him. I mean, this guy.
I don't even know what that means.
Yeah,
What
it's
does it
fine.
mean if you're a dog, like you can run.
Anyway,
fast?
next question.
Oh,
No, that's not what that means. That's not what that
I mean,
means.
you're like, well, I mean, he's basically engaged. You engaged?
No,
No.
not yet. Not yet.
You big ring? Are you gonna buy a big one?
Well, I finally made money today, so but not enough.
Put it in the
Yeah.
pot, man. It's got to
Yeah.
be at least $50,000, the ring.
Well, I got to get at least
They will
40 more
not.
of these then.
American girls love the big rings.
Is that right?
Yes.
Nice.
If she wants that big ring, she doesn't deserve you,
No.
honey.
Wow.
I didn't even know what like marriage or anything was until I
This
met
is going
Lizzie.
well. Yeah, this is going great. Yeah.
All right, let's
Yeah.
take one more of this talk show. All right, Tony, and we'll wrap it up.
Connor, I want to start with you. The last 24 hours, you obviously weren't happy last evening. You get a new engine. You made some Thomas Schechter-esque moves out there. Did you just know that you were going to have to go after it today, knowing that you got that new engine and nothing to lose?
I honestly didn't know if we were going to be good or not. Really, like I still have no idea like how that all happened. But yeah, I felt fine, felt good. Car was nice to drive, and we just kind of kept working on it. Small adjustments every pit stop, and then we didn't go crazy. We just kind of put everything in the right spot.
Pato, was this an emotional day for you? I mean, obviously the stuff that happened this morning, come out, get the win. Did you go through that emotional roller coaster, or were you pretty even keel throughout even the race?
No, I was chilling in the morning. I was chilling in the afternoon. I was just here for business.
Business, baby.
I love it.
Business, Pato.
The outside move is Schechter actually also liked the ladies. So
Oh yeah,
similar.
he did.
Similar.
We discussed that last night over a few beers.
Pato, are you
Couple of
excited to
us-
be on Speed Street again this week?
I enjoyed that.
Thank you.
I really
It's going to be a great
Yeah, I
talk.
was hoping that I speak to Connor at least 2 more times this year because that's
Yeah.
a big deal.
It's a big
Makes
deal.
you
Thank
better.
you. It's a
Great
great program.
All
Yeah.
right, Will and Connor, we're going to
Be
cut you
great.
guys loose. Congratulations, Will, another podium. Connor,
Thank you.
best finish for Juncos Hollinger Racing. And before we let you go, Pato, if you don't mind, for our Spanish friends, just your thoughts on a big win here at the Milwaukee Mile. En español, por favor.
Un excelente día para nosotros el día de hoy. Obvio, pues llegamos a este fin de semana con un poco pues de qué habrá, ¿no? Nunca me ha tocado correr aquí. Primer carrera junto al equipo aquí, entonces era un poco como ir aprendiendo dónde puedo poner el auto y tan pronto le encontré, empezamos pues a remontar, empezamos a tener muy buenas vueltas y pues sí, el equipo hizo un súper trabajo en los pits, una buena estrategia. El auto estaba en una zona donde yo lo podía llevar al límite y sacarle el provecho. Entonces, contento con el día de hoy, pero pues mañana todavía nos podemos mejorar y a ver si nos podemos aventar otra ganada. Estuviera excelente.
Muchas gracias. Buena suerte hasta mañana.
Muchas gracias.
All right, see. That'll wrap things up. Tomorrow, don't forget, back at it 2:30 Eastern for race 2 of the Hy-Vee Milwaukee Mile 250s. Thanks, everyone.